There are gods who whisper. There are gods who guide. And then there is Sango, the king who became a god, the god who became a storm. In the old Oyo Empire, people feared many things: war, famine, betrayal, death. But above all, they feared the wrath of Sango, because when he was angry, the heavens themselves burned. Long before he became an Orisha worshipped across lands and oceans, Sango was a man, a king, a warrior. His voice shook palace walls. His enemies trembled before battle even began. They said he commanded lightning, that fire obeyed him, that thunder was not weather, but the sound of Sango speaking. Some called him a protector, others called him dangerous. Both were right. He carried a double-headed axe, a symbol of balance, destruction, and divine judgment. But power has a hunger, and hunger is never satisfied. The more victories he won, the more his pride grew. Villages praised his name. Priests bowed before him. Warriors worshipped him like a living god. And eventually, Sango began believing it. Legends say Sango possessed a mystical power hidden within sacred stones. When summoned, they called fire from the sky. Only the worthy were meant to wield such force. But rage clouds judgment. One terrible evening, Sango argued with members of his court. The palace shook with anger. His temper became a storm, and in blind fury he unleashed the heavens. Lightning split the sky, thunder cracked the earth, flames swallowed homes. The fire did not choose enemies. It consumed his own people, children, warriors, families. The kingdom screamed beneath burning skies, and for the first time, he saw fear in the eyes of those who once adored him. Whispers spread through Oyo. Sango has cursed us. The king has become a monster. The storm no longer protects us. The mighty king who once commanded armies now walked through silence, alone. The weight of guilt crushed him, not because he lost power, but because he finally understood what his rage had destroyed. Some stories say Sango vanished into the forest. Others say he hung himself in shame. But legends rarely end with death, because on the night he disappeared, thunder shook the heavens, and the sky burned red. The people of Oyo believe Sango is not dead. No, he ascended. The man who became myth, the king who became thunder, the warrior who became an Orisha. From that day forward, lightning strikes were no longer ordinary. They were warnings, signs of Sango's anger, proof that the god of thunder still watched mankind. And when thunder rolled across the skies, people lowered their heads in respect because Sango was listening. But make no mistake, Sango is not evil. He is justice without mercy, fire without restraint, power without compromise. In Yoruba belief, Sango punishes liars, thieves, oath breakers, the corrupt. A false promise made beneath the eyes of Sango was believed to invite destruction. To invoke his name lightly was dangerous, because thunder does not negotiate. It strikes. The story of Sango is not merely about a god. It is about power, about the thin line between strength and destruction, between leadership and tyranny, between justice and wrath, because every storm begins the same way, with a single spark. So the next time thunder shakes your walls, ask yourself carefully, is it only a storm, or has the Lord of Lightning spoken once again? Subscribe now to learn about more African myths, forgotten gods, and legendary warriors, because Africa's oldest stories were never meant to stay buried.